Welcome. It's great to have you here with us today. My name is Brenda Prinzavalli, and following is an interview by Sharon Michaels on her program called Women Enjoying Success. This is part 3 of 4.
Ask somebody that's using it, what have you found to be the easiest way to get started in this program? Can you come over and show me for a half hour? Can you help me get started? Is there a consultant or an expert or somebody that can help you get going into that? But really take the time to go ahead and set that up. And even if it's in things that are in your paper world, for example, file folders, part of that setup process is maybe you want to have nice printed labels, because that aesthetics and that environment of very nice printed labels is going to help you continue to be more organized as you use that part of the system. So that's part of the setup. And the very last part, which this one is also, and I know I keep saying each one of these is important, but step number 5 is extremely important. If you are not willing to do step number 5, I have told people, don't even start with number 1. Because step number 5 is that you must sustain and supplement whatever organizational system you have just set up. And let me tell you just a little bit more about that. The sustaining part is keeping up with what you have invested time, money, energy, thought. You have spent a lot of time creating a system, and if you don't set a pattern for how to sustain that process, you're going to end up back where you were. So make sure that you do that, whether that is that you need to sustain this process 15 minutes a day. Maybe it's something that once a week you need to do a purge and a cleanup. It all depends upon where it is, but how are you going to sustain that? And then the very last part is of that, or the 2 parts to it, the other one is to supplement. Don't ever think that just because your system is set up, that you're done. Software programs have upgrades and updates. There are new and different ways to continue to use it. There might be some new things that come into the space that now you need to supplement with, whether it's some additional files or some additional storage or whatever it might be. But know that even though your system is in place, there might be some small things that you need to supplement and continue to add to it. Because if you sustain and supplement what you have done, the times where you have to start this process all over again because it's gotten out of control will be so minimized that you are supporting yourself like you can't believe. So it's 5 pretty basic steps. You go through and you sort and list what you need to do. You survey, asking yourself questions. Okay, now that I've got all this out, now that I see what I have to do, what do I need? Then you look for solutions. What could they be? Where might I find them? Who else knows what a solution might be? And you get them, and then the setup part. You actually take the time to make sure that it is set up properly. And then the very last one is to sustain and supplement, because, like I said, your ROI for creating any system, it doesn't matter how large or how small it is going to be maximized when you sustain and supplement what you have just set up.
And how many times have we had such great intentions and we start and we just sort of leave it and we have to start all over again? And what a waste of time if you have to clean out your closet or that file cabinet or your desk. What a waste of your good, valuable energy and time. I love the fact that you say, work it. If you're going to invest in a system, work it. I love it.
Good.
Brenda, tell us about your websites, because your 3 different websites all have tremendous information. Tell us about each of them and how we can use them.
Certainly. Well, the very first one is my Balanced Organizing Solutions website, and that is BALORG.com. That's B as in boy, A-L-O-R-G, because it's the beginning of the name of the business, Balanced Organizing Solutions. And on that one, you're going to find a variety of things. That is my brochure, and on that one you'll also find, if you go to the media area, you'll see many of the segments from Fox 5, and they're all listed by what area they address. It's a really quick, easy way to get a tip for some particular area, and they're only 3 minutes long, so click on those and enjoy them. The people at Fox 5 and the anchors that I do the segments with are wonderful and funny, and so we always have a great time besides having the opportunity to share some news and some really great tips with people. And then the other one that you can go to is one that is it's still under development, you might say, and we're on the brink of this, but it is going to be the master and major holding place for all of the things that are in development right now, and that is whatwouldbrendado.com. And just really quick, what that's about, it has what I have found is as I have started to work with people, that phrase has continually come up time and time again from other people that I've had contact with. And what that says to me is that they are asking themselves, how do I need to look at this so I can organize this better for myself? And so that rolls off their tongue and they say, what would Brenda do? And so it's just kind of a fun way to, you might say that I'm sharing with the world how to look at the world through my glasses, and it's how to look at the world in an organizing fashion. And then the last one is that I've created a program, and its release date is probably going to be September 1st, and that is Organized Home-Based Business, and that is specifically for people in direct sales and network marketing, and you can go to Organized HBB, that's for Organized Home-Based Business, and I'm starting to post some information there, but it's a really great program that if you're not sure, when you're in that arena, I mean, also entrepreneurs, but specifically in direct sales and network marketing, that, you have such great tools and resources from the company that you're working with and a lot of other resources out there for, approaching the business. But when it comes down to you sitting in your office and how are you going to organize it, I haven't found anything out there, and the arena and the industry is very near and dear to my heart, so I've created this system that really helps people set up their home-based business so that they can continue to be successful.